All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We are so excited just to share a little bit more with you about Shaklee and why we decided to join this company. So today on the call, we have myself, my name is Amber Kuiper, and three other leaders on our team. And we just thought it would be fun to share a little bit about our stories and why we made the switch, along with a little bit about the company and why we really believe the timing is right to start a business with this particular company right now. So just to start off, a little overview about Shaklee is that it's actually been around for a really long time. So they started over 68 years ago. And that to me kind of blows my mind because you just don't hear of companies being around for that long, especially in this space. But I will tell you that what's cool about that is they have longevity and they are solid financially, which I know for all of us was really important, especially in this economy when it seems like so many network marketing companies are pivoting to more affiliate style or taking away pieces of their compensation plan. It was really important for us that if we were going to switch to a new company, that it wasn't a startup, but that it was something that had been around for a while. So that's the first thing. It is a company in the wellness space. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest wellness company in the world. And what's really cool about that is that because they've had so much time to develop, they have so many different kinds of products. But the company was actually started by a chiropractor back in the day because he wanted to find more natural and holistic solutions for his patients. He kept finding that people were struggling with different things, and he just didn't think turning to medicine right off the bat was always necessary. So he wanted to create some extra things that he could have in his toolbox for them. So he was actually the first one to create the multivitamin. They created the first plant-based protein powder. He was one of the first to create non-toxic home cleaning products. And then from there, the company would just really continue to expand, but always keeping in mind that they wanted to have everything deriving from nature. So with that said, they have vitamins, they have supplements. We have over 300 products total. We also have products in the personal care space. So we have beauty products and I mean, even things like deodorant and body wash, shampoo, conditioner, like all this stuff for your bathroom. They also have the cleaning supplies. So non-toxic cleaners that you can use for pretty much cleaning everything in your house. So that's just like the cool part is they seem to have it all. And what's really neat is that in this day and age, there's just such a desire for people to have more natural products in their house. So what we're finding is that people are actually proactively looking for these products. Once people know about Shaklee, the products truly kind of sell themselves because they're kind of like, wait, what a minute, what this, like, where has this been? And so, but what's kind of cool too is that no one really knows about Shaklee that's in our generation. And so for us, that's another reason to join it because it's like wide open space. So on one hand, you have this company that has been around forever that if you talk to your parents or grandparents, they may know about it. They've probably heard of it or remember it. But then you have almost like a groundbreaking floor opportunity with it being something that no one has heard about. And the reason for that, the reason no one our age has really heard about it is because it was bought out several years ago by this billionaire. But at the time, before he bought it out, it was still primarily being run, person to person. And so the people in the older generation were not as quick to hop on social media. And so therefore, that's why we don't know about it because it just hasn't been on social media too much yet. So what's happening now is ever since this billionaire bought it, by the way, he looked at over 75 different wellness companies before he decided to purchase Shaklee, but he saw that there was a huge opportunity. So he has been investing in recent years a lot of money into bringing Shaklee up to today's standards in terms of marketing, just making it more relevant in the marketplace because he saw they have these products that people want, but we have to get the word out about them. So that's what he has been reinvesting into this company. Along with that comes looking at their compensation plan. So they have totally revamped the compensation plan for it to be relevant to today's standards and really what people are looking for. I think what I found and what all of us probably were kind of curious about is like, what are the compensation plans out there like? And it seems like people are cutting corners and they're trying to save and budget cuts are happening all over the place. So what would it look like to have a compensation plan in this market, especially where affiliate marketing is growing, that addresses all the things that people want? And so that's the really neat part about this compensation plan, is that it has both sides. It has an affiliate side, meaning that you can just sell the products without even having to build a team, and you can make significant income. In most companies, that's kind of like the step one, where like you can sell and make a little bit of money doing retail, but you're never going to get to those significant earnings that way. Here you can. There's actually women already who are earning, you know, six figures just selling the products. Now it takes time, it takes work, it doesn't happen overnight. But the reason for that is because when they are selling these products, they're getting a 30% commission on new customers for the customer's first 30 days. And then beyond that, there's a huge focus on retention. So as you build up your customer base, you can earn between a 10 to 40% commission. They also have a really awesome bonus for anytime you bring on new customers, which I think all of us right now, being so new with this company, are just so thrilled about. So the way that that works is every time you bring in 3 new customers and the orders total $500, you get a $75 bonus. And you can just keep doing that throughout the month. So what's really neat is like, you just get motivated by that, because you're like, okay, who else can I help? Who else can I connect to these products? Because not only am I helping them, but I'm helping my family in a really significant way because of these bonuses for new customers. So that's a little bit about the compensation plan. The rest of them will also touch on it a tiny bit, just in how they've been personally affected by the benefits. But what we're going to do next is really just go into kind of sharing our stories. I know for me, that's what I needed to hear the most when I was making the decision to move to Shaklee, was like, I needed to know, are people actually winning over there? Is it actually working? Is it something that I can actually get excited about? Because I'll be honest, I was sort of skeptical just because of the economy and the current environment in network marketing. So I'll go ahead and go first. Again, my name is Amber Kuiper, and I am a mom of 4. I actually live in Naples, Florida now. We used to live in Minnesota. We moved down about 6 years ago. And I, before kids, I was an event planner and worked in kind of the nonprofit world. But then when I had kids, I really wanted to be at home, or at least I thought I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Once I got home, though, I realized, you know what, I really love working. And so that's when I learned about network marketing. I was actually in the fitness industry for 9 years and with a fitness company. I grew that to be one of the top ranks in the company. And I loved it. I really loved it. I love helping women feel great again. I love helping women, you know, really like go from kind of feeling like, how can I feel my best again, to feeling like they're empowered and confident. And so I truly loved that so much. I loved the fitness side especially. And I was scared to leave that because I loved the workouts, and I was nervous to go to this wellness company because Shaklee doesn't have workouts. And so that was a little bit nerve-wracking for me. But at the same time, I was also finding that so many of my friends were maybe not using at-home workouts anymore. They were going back to the gym, or they were wanting to try others. There'd also been so many new apps that had been developed since I started in the at-home fitness realm. So anyway, I was like a little nervous about that, but also noticing that things were shifting a little bit, and that it wasn't quite as popular to work out at home as it had been when my kids were really little. So anyway, I got to a point, honestly, this had been happening for like, I don't know, a few years probably, where I just felt things were shifting, and I felt things outside of my control were happening at the company that I was at, where my team was being affected, where it wasn't as simple to help women earn income anymore. And so while I loved it, I just saw some red flags about what was going on. And so that was really something that I had to kind of go back and forth and think about a lot. And at the time, to be honest, I just sort of thought I was stuck, because most of the time in network marketing, once you build up your team, it's like, well, shoot, like, how else am I ever going to make this income up? Because like, this is what I have. And so I eventually was like, okay, I'm going to learn to see what else is out there, because I really wanted to stay in network marketing. You know, there were people at the company I was at before, and they were doing other things in addition to doing the fitness business, but I just hadn't found anything that I could add in that really got me excited, or that was worth the income potential that I was earning before. So that's when I reached out to Shaklee, to friends at Shaklee, and I learned about what they had going on. And I was just so impressed. And so, you know, I've been here for a few months now, and I can truly say I have no regrets. The products are amazing. Like I said, they kind of sell themselves, and our team is growing, our team is thriving. And for me, the coolest part is that I truly feel like I can help women win again in business and in life, and the products too. It's like I said, it's exactly what people are looking for. So anyway, for me, I am so happy to be here. It was very scary, but like I said, because Shaklee is positioned so well, it just is one of those things where for me it made a lot of sense, and it's just so awesome to see so many people thriving again. I could go on and on, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Cara.
Hi, I'm Cara Capel. I am a mom of four, wife, and I also work outside of the home as a labor and delivery nurse part-time. I have been a nurse for about 16 years now, I think, which is crazy to say. But I was also in network marketing. I actually worked with Amber on her team for pretty much the entire time she was in our former company. And she told me that she was thinking about making this switch, and the plan was never to tell me about it. Not never, but to not tell me that day. And she started talking about it, and I was like, wow, like the company, the more she talked about the products and then also the business side of things, um, I was like, well, this sounds great. And honestly, I had been sticking around with the former company. It just became a part of my life to share my passion for health and wellness and my journey, just because I felt like it was hard for moms to find something that worked for them and that was simple. And, but I wasn't earning any income with it. And I just wasn't feeling like the work I was putting in was rewarding me for that work. Like it was kind of, I enjoyed the work, I enjoyed the products, I enjoyed the workouts, all of that, the team. It was great. So while I had hesitations in moving, mine were more in regards of, do I want to do this again? Do I want to build something up? What will people think because I've switched? And are they going to believe me when I say these products are so amazing? Um, but come to find out, they 100%, I feel like they are 100% amazing. And I have had such a turn in my own journey and how I feel in my physical results, internally and externally. And then also with the skincare line, like there was so many products to try. And I think that was when I first heard about it, one of the things that excited me, because I had looked honestly at, I was really interested in fashion and makeup and all of these other things, but nothing, I felt like it was kind of a weird transition. But here I got all of the pieces of the puzzle. So that was a huge selling point for me to make the switch. And then, like Amber said, the compensation plan has been huge. I wasn't really winning per se at the former company I was at. I had a few good years or a few big wins. I had rank advanced a little bit, but never like I wanted to. I couldn't get other people to come along. So the option for affiliate that I could still earn income and build a team, but it wasn't necessarily necessary, was huge for me. And in the first month, and this wasn't without work and effort, but I was able to see, I made, to be blunt, in 6 months, I hadn't made that much income in the first 2 months. So it's already blessed my family incredibly. I'm thinking about ahead to a trip we're taking, and I was able to pay the remainder of the balance with a 1 week's paycheck. So that was huge for us because it would have been kind of almost a strain had I not done this switch. So yeah, that's my story, and I think I am passing it off to Nicole.
All right. Hi, my name's Nicole Beeler. I live in Swamico, which is right in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I have two kids, two girls. They're 13 and 11. I'm a single mom. I work outside of the home in real estate, so the plate is really, really full. But I have kind of been on a search for just additional income. I make a really nice salary with where I work. However, I have goals that are very expensive. And I just needed like a supplement income to help do those goals where I knew I could do them and do them comfortably. So, um, this just kind of it aligned perfectly. So between that and then the products, it was just something that aligned well. I have never done network marketing before. Never in 8 billion years did I ever think I'd want to. It was never in my wheelhouse. I just never wanted to do it. But I can't tell you how much I am absolutely loving it. I'm on my second month now. And it is just, it's so awesome and so fun. And I'm surprised with, how much I'm loving it. I was a little hesitant to do it though, in the fact that I love social media, but I love the balance that I have with it now, and I'm going to be really honest, I'm still kind of getting over this. I don't want it to overtake my social media, so I'm still trying to work out that balance, but it's only month two, and I'm learning all these different ways where you don't have to blast everything on social media all the time. There's other ways you can do it. And that was my biggest fear. And then the second one is like I was kind of scared of people would think, which is odd for me to say. I'm 39, almost 40, and I feel like once you get to this age, you get this confidence, like you really don't care what people think about you. But when it came to this, I was like, ooh, what are they gonna think? But like I did a little tester, like a story on my Facebook, just a little tester once, and I had 15 people message me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this. And that's when I just right away was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I have absolutely no regrets, and I'm loving it so much. Um, the products I really love. It's like I have to hold myself back. I want to try everything, but I have to hold myself back. But so far, I'm getting good reviews, because you want to be confident and know that you're offering something really good that your family and friends and everybody will like. And I'm getting just reorders and really good reviews. So that helps with the confidence of selling everything. And then the compensation plan is awesome. Like, and again, I've never done this before. I maybe spent 5 minutes researching the compensation plan. I just had this huge gut, just a good gut feeling like God in the universe pushing me to do it. So I did not research it as much as probably every other person out there did. But holy buckets, it's amazing. Like you get paid every week, which I didn't realize that. So the first time I got paid, I just was checking my bank accounts like usual, and there was this nice little check in there. So that is amazing. And then the other thing that I love about it is that there's all these small wins that totally keep you motivated. Kind of what Amber was saying about that, the Star Bonus Club. So every time you get 3 new customers and then $500, you get a $75 bonus. Well, it's so crazy how fast that can actually happen. And once you get these little wins, it lights you up and you just want to keep going, and it gives you the confidence, especially for never doing that. That gave me the confidence, like, okay, I'm actually doing this. And then you kind of keep going. So I cannot oh, I can't express enough how grateful I am that I just kind of took that leap and did this. And the other thing too, being that I've never done this, and even some of the other girls on our team, I can feel they had the same feelings, but the leadership on this team is so awesome. Like everybody just shares with each other, and it's encouraging, and it's the leadership is a part that keeps me going. And makes me feel confident to do this. So I absolutely love it. I will pass it off to Kelsey now.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, I am Kelsey Shaklee. I am a mom of four and I live in the Kansas City area. I, went to school to be a nurse, thought that's what I wanted to do. And I about 7 years in, realized that, yes, I want to help people in health, but I have realized that most people go see the doctor when they're sick. And I really had a passion for helping women and people in general be healthy on the front end to avoid having to go to the doctor when they're sick. And so on the more preventative side of health is really what fires me up. It like motivates me. It keeps me going. Like I want women and people to live a long, healthy life. And like Amber, that's originally what got me into our former company. I was at that company for 11 and a half years. And I loved every second. I was never one of those, I don't know who really is, but was never really one of those people that was put on their dream board. I want to be in network marketing. Like this is my profession. it kind of finds you, you know? And I truly think like when you find a company that changes your life, you can't turn around and look the other way. Like you want other people to feel the way that you're feeling. And like Amber, while I was still making a good income at our previous place, I was struggling to help my team members feel that same way. And I am not a salesperson at all. I am just not. And so, in order for me to get out there and talk about the company, it felt very inauthentic to me to do that. And so I stopped doing that because I'm just not a fake person. I'm not going to talk about something that I don't necessarily feel has the same potential that maybe it once did. And so I started doing a lot more affiliate stuff. And it was fun. I like found other companies that I aligned with, but what I was quickly realizing is you just can't make the same kind of income over there that the potential that you can have in network marketing is just outrageous compared to affiliate marketing, especially the affiliate companies. I mean, you get out there and you start doing your research and you realize a lot of them are 10% commissions. And so for me, when I was presented with the idea of Shaklee, I was very hesitant because, you know, knowing where network marketing is, I kind of had my wall up. I needed to do research. I wanted to ask lots of questions. I really wanted to make sure it was going to be a good fit. And just, you know, being able to try the products and knowing the research that goes into every individual product. They do research before the product is made, and then they do testing to make sure that the products are beyond organic. So they're very clean, non-toxic. I feel so good about taking it myself, giving it to my kids, and sharing it with other people. And I know that like the 2 months that I've been taking the products consistently, I am feeling better. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better at night. My bloat has just decreased. That is the feedback that I'm getting. And when I'm looking at the affiliate side of the business, the potential on just the affiliate side is mind blowing. Like it is insane to me. And so that was the other piece is, you know, like I talk to women all the time who are like, yes, I would love to build a business, but I don't know that I want to build a team. And the income opportunity on just the affiliate side, you don't have to build a team here to see success financially. And I think that that is the part that is so exciting is that, yes, you can build a team. That is the part that I love. I love helping other women, yes, to feel incredible, but also win financially. And I've had team members already in the first 2 months they're crying, texting me. They cannot believe the opportunity that's in front of them and the income that they're already making, being able to pay for family vacations, being able to pay off debt, being able to pay for gas and groceries. You guys, it's all insane out there. And I just cannot believe this company and the compensation plan is incredibly generous. And so I am just so excited about the future and the fact that, like Amber said, the company is a like established company. It's been around for almost 70 years. But then on the other side of it, it's like a almost, you know, with them not really being on social media yet, it feels like, you know, not that many people know about them. So there's such an opportunity for growth that it really truly does excite me. I think too, one thing, looking at other, companies and just being able to like even, do affiliate stuff for other people and other companies. What I love most about Shaklee is it's not a one size fits all. Like I think so many companies are like, oh, you need this, but do you? Everybody is so uniquely designed and what you might need, I may not need, and I might need something else. And the fact that Shaklee products are very individual and personal to you, that alone just really speaks volume. It's not a one size fits all. So I could go on and on, but I'm incredibly excited about this opportunity. I'm incredibly excited about the products and the way that it's helping me and already other people, my kids included. And I'm just very excited for the future. So I'll pass it back to Amber. Oh, Amber, you're muted.
Oh, sorry.
There you
No, it was so awesome to hear from all of you and just your energy and hearing you talk about it. It just gets me excited all over again. And just makes me even more excited to share this with others, because I know it was only just a few months ago where I was really struggling to know what my next step was going to be. And the reality is we live in a time right now where everything is so expensive. And so having a family, having kids, I mean, every time I go to the grocery store, it's like, oh my gosh, that went up again. And to have something where I feel empowered that, like, if I work hard, I can earn more income for my family, and it actually works that way here. Like, it is so cool. And I am so confident about bringing people into this business in a way that I have not been in a really long time. So just to kind of close this call, again, like we kind of highlighted this already, but the fact that we have the affiliate side of this business is awesome. But we also have the team building side. And so that's the cool part, is you get to decide, you could start out, because I think, in all honesty, a lot of people are burnt out on network marketing right now. And so you could decide, you know what, I'm just going to start with the affiliate side. I'm just going to sell these, I'm going to feel good myself. I'm going to sell these products. And then when and if you're ready, you can decide to build a team, but there's no pressure to do that unless you truly are passionate about that. You can still make income just on the affiliate side. The other couple things that we love about the compensation plan is that there's no monthly requirement to order. So you don't have to order a certain amount to stay active or anything like that. You also don't have any monthly fees. So it's just whenever you sign up, there is an enrollment fee, but even right now, there's a way that you can get that waived and pay $0 for that. So what's really cool is there's no overhead really to have this business. And as you build your business, you can actually earn more of a discount. So to start, you get 15% off on all of your products, the same as if you're a customer with Shaklee. So there's no benefit to signing up as an ambassador unless you really do want to work. But when you work, then you can earn a 25% off on all of your products. Plus, we have some different cool rebate programs and loyalty programs. The other piece too is that it's so simple for customers to sign up and get the best pricing. So we have, you can be a regular customer or a member. So member here equals customer. Anytime someone places an order over $50 or more, they're automatically going to become a member, meaning they get 15% off their products. And that's, you don't do anything on the ambassador side to like sign them up for that. That just automatically happens. The other piece that I really appreciate from the compensation plan and like the business side is our technology. Our website, our back office is beautiful. Our marketing person is on point. Like if you go to our Instagram account, you'll see like everything is so pretty now. Like they've really revamped everything. They're redoing all of our packaging, and that is looking awesome. And also like in terms of being able to send people a link, it is affiliate style. So you're not having to like log in and send a share cart or anything like that. It's like, go to your website, find the link to the product, send the link to someone, they check out. It's not hard at all. It's very simple. Then that was, I think, the other piece for all of us that we were looking for was just simplicity. All of us are busy, and anything that we can do to make sure that we are efficient in our work is awesome. And so we really do appreciate that as well. So anyway, it's been really fun chatting with you guys and like sharing all of this. If you're interested to learn any more, if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to answer those questions for you. And then we usually do have some sort of promo for new ambassadors who are enrolling. So ask us about that. I'm sure we have something that we can tell you about. And then we also usually have another new mentorship training coming up too. So for our ambassadors, and that's one thing, like we give you step-by-step how to duplicate the success that we're having. So even if you're brand new like Nicole, you can very easily be coached along step-by-step to have success. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you later. Bye.